Oh, good day it is. We are cruising around this glorious day. I try not to say good morning anymore, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a little difficult for me to do that. Let me hide my Coca-Cola bottle. Good morning. I'm going to say good morning no matter what. If you're watching this at 8:30 at night, you could already tell that the sun is down, so it is what it is. If you're catching it at 8 p.m. though, you're catching a pretty fresh take at this. I'm Trooper Steve, your traffic safety expert at WKMG News 6, and we're cruising around inside what we call Results 1. It is our streaming machine, and now we take this out anywhere in the community and we go tackle either traffic related questions, law enforcement style interviews, or your complaints. And that's what I'm tackling today. So I attended a few things outside of the news in order for us to be in the know, for us to be relevant, for you to trust us. We're supposed to be involved, at least we should be, right? I like to be heavily involved in the community. Some of my coworkers, some of my bosses think it's a little crazy because I am everywhere. If there's a board that I have time to serve on and it serves a mission, whether it's animals or veterans, I'm there. Overnight community meeting, rotaries, things like that, I'll go and talk to it. Why? Because you guys watch us. So in return, I got to be in the community. So I was recently made aware this guy's just biking all over the place. Aware of some serious construction projects taking place in downtown Sanford. Because construction just doesn't need to happen on the highways or main roadways. They happen in our local communities. The biggest problem is, though, who do they affect? And this is what the goal, my point is today, is what certain construction projects do. Sometimes they affect our commute, but a lot of the times they affect small businesses. And unfortunately, that's what's currently happening here in the downtown Sanford area. So I got three messages about this construction. And it's like a moving construction project that's been taking place here along 2nd Street in Sanford. Currently, I'm here at, where are we at? I don't even know where I'm at. Southbound Park Avenue at First. We're going to go make a left on First because we can't go through 2nd. And I want to just go through, show you a little bit. Downtown Sanford is really thriving. I think it's a very unique place to not only live and walk around, but shop. Not a lot of commercial places, a lot of boutiques, great places to eat. But with a lot of the growth come construction projects. And this construction project has, from what I have been reading, long overdue. But it's going to cause some issues, guys. And I at least want to show you some of the project, what's taking place. They're down here cleaning today. Always nice seeing that. Keeping the downtown Sanford area thriving. And that's what we're going to do. Of course, when you're cruising anywhere in downtown, you want to make sure you're watching for pedestrians, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait for him to cross. And then come on. So we're going to turn onto here. This is where, right off of Celery here. But all of 2nd has seen a complete reconstruction. So this, what we're looking at here in front of us, was closed just a couple of months ago. And as the project has continued, what has happened? It has moved west. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to head west on 2nd Street here. And you can see brand new repaving, new sidewalks, all good looking stuff. But it does come with a cost. What is that cost? The detours. So here, right here at 2nd Street and what is the cross? But we get stuck. You can't continue. So what happens? You have to detour yourself onto Magnolia. And who's affected by this? Right now, it seems just like the parking area is affected. But if you look a little further, West End, celery, Hollerbach. Anybody who touches any of this construction is affected by it. So as we're cruising around, looking for a few things. One, are they properly marked with detours? And yeah, look, it told us to make a left, and then now the detour sign says keep on going. So we're going to keep on going here, because if we were to make a right, we can't. This is a unique sign I want to show you. Even though it's saying it's closed to through traffic, I want to show you what the sign reads. All businesses are open. So it wants you to know that through traffic is closed, but if you want to come over here and you want to frequent these businesses, that they're still open. So at least they're going out of the way to let you know, hey, ZL Homes, Peggy's Hair Boutique, even the little corner spot here, still open for business, even though we've got crazy amounts of construction. Look at that. An entire intersection completely pulled up. So that's going to be right there at 2nd and Park Avenue in the city here. Kind of crazy. Completely gutted. Rules, right? So even if you're driving on a side street like this, we've entered the construction zone because we passed that, right? So would you be allowed to answer a phone call there while you're parking your car? No, because it's considered a construction zone. So we're now 1 street south on 3rd, and when you're on 3rd, the detour continues. It shows you, hey, if you were trying to get specifically onto 2nd around from that, you can by following the detour. So we're going to follow the detour. And now 2nd here is back open. And even here, 4-way stop, massive construction. There is absolutely no traveling through this area. Business is closed. Even the marquee sign letting us know what's up. All businesses are open, but it's just letting you know that the road is shut down. So if you got to find parking and then walk on the sidewalk in order to get to these downtown Sanford businesses. Pretty cool stuff. Easy, right? So as we come over here to 1st, more detour signs, right? Letting you know this is how you get around it. So what's the takeaway here? My takeaway is I feel bad for the businesses along 2nd Street, but they have gone out of their way. I'm sure it's a requirement. I'm sure there is some type of regulation that says, hey, you got to let the traffic know that the businesses are open so that we don't lose business based off the construction. That makes sense to me. Anyone that would make sense, and I'm glad that there's probably a rule because the signs are already printed for that. Just because it's not on a highway doesn't mean the same rules apply. So no phone, no texting, completely hands-free. Few things you need to pay attention to. The detour signs are there. Biggest takeaway I always find is in like a local street like this, what you guys will do is you'll pull into a construction area thinking, oh, well, I can get around it some way because I know this part of town or I'm familiar. And it's like, no. Just because the sign says the businesses are open doesn't mean you should be traveling through. Because someone will see a sign that says no through traffic and they're like, oh, but I can squeeze through. I went down this for example purposes. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you cannot cross these major construction areas. So please, do not try to do it. This car right here, struggling to make it and figure it out. Man, winner, chicken dinner. We're just doing it because I want to show an example of what's going on. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to hit that Lincoln. I can't afford the Lincoln, so I'm definitely not going to try and hit the Lincoln. So what do we have coming up? We have a few interviews scheduled that are coming up, working on a few different police chiefs. Why? Because it's time that we get them back into Results One and talking about a few things, and so that we can build this brand up, build these streams, so you guys could hear from them, ask the right questions, and hear their answers raw and uncut here inside of Results One. A few takeaways if you're living here in downtown Sanford, if you're just jumping onto News 6 Plus, what we covered over the past, what time is it? Past 10 minutes, man. I thought that was shorter than that. Past 10 minutes, what did we do? We drove through that downtown stretch. It's currently a 2-block stretch from Magnolia to Park on 2nd Street that is currently closed for major resurfacing in downtown Sanford. But as long as you're following the detour signs, you're going to be good to go. The hardest part is understanding it's moving construction. It's just not one spot. Weather today, ugly out right now. Got the flag. Oh, Old Glory. She's so beautiful. So if you have an idea or a place that you want me to check out, head on over to clickorlando.com, submit it, or email me, asktroopersteve@wkmg.com, and we're going to dive in, check it out, whether it's a stop sign. There is a place I'm going to be visiting either tomorrow or Wednesday, Forest City area. A gentleman and his partner, he reached out to me, and he's like, Steve, what's the law on people blocking public sidewalks with their car in their driveway? Oh. He goes, I understand people have it, but my partner is in a wheelchair, and it becomes difficult for us. So we're going to go over some traffic ADA rules probably this week and visit that area and show you the do's and don'ts, because you can have your car towed and you can definitely get a ticket for it. So join us on Trooper Steve on Patrol. News 6 Plus, 8 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. Changing things up a little bit here as we build the News 6 Plus hub where you can gather all your good content. For now, guys, drive safely, stay warm. It's about to get cold. See you guys later.